Hi, everyone. On February 1st of this month, millions of dollars in Division I college scholarships were handed out to high school football players across the country. Here in the Valley, 8 earned a D1 ride, leaving the rest wondering what went wrong. Tonight, we take a closer look at the recruiting process and how rarely those rides come along.
Parents are naive and ignorant, and that's not their own fault. You're sitting in the stands, your kid runs for a touchdown. Oh my gosh, how do I handle this? This could help pay for college.
And a huge play for the future Toledo Rockets.
So they just want to do right by their kid. Here's my one chance to do this. What do I do?
Mark Porter started ScoutingOhio.com back in 2005 to help local kids get noticed. Over the last decade, he's edited thousands of high school football highlight films for players across the state. Players that are hoping to earn Division I college scholarships. But Porter says the first step in that process is understanding the odds.
There's 717 Ohio high schools that play football, okay? And usually about 130 kids, give or take, go Division I in Ohio, okay? So 550 or more towns, their best player on their team is not a Division I player. And when you hear it like that, you're like, okay. But then the parents say, well, 130 kids? Well, my kid's definitely one of the best 130 then. Maybe, but you got to break that down by position. You get where I'm headed. The numbers are much smaller than you actually think. You know, they say 1%, less than 1%. Those are the real numbers for the Ohio kids.
Scouting Ohio is an NCAA-approved recruiting service. It's a template he's sold in Texas, Florida, California, and Pennsylvania, all hotbeds for high school football. The key is they don't charge kids for the service, so they can remain unbiased in their evaluation. Instead, they charge colleges that have big budgets and little time for recruiting. More than 90 across the country currently subscribe.
It went from me trying to find 100 good players a year to now I have like 1,600 players in the class of 2018, and I'm filtering that down to like 100 or 200 and saying, don't watch all 1,600, I already did. Yeah. Went to their game, saw them, here are the 1,400 that are no's, here are the 300 that you need to look at.
So how does a player earn a Division I scholarship? Well, the short answer is they don't. Most decisions are based on genetics, size, weight, speed, strength. It has very little to do with the yards and touchdowns you rack up on the field or the times you run at combines that don't include college coaches. Bottom line, recruiters know it when they see it.
And I even make this analogy, like there could be a girl at the high school, she puts her hair in a ponytail, wears sweatpants, she has 19 dates for prom because she's naturally gorgeous. Every guy knows it, they don't even care. And then there's 15 other girls trying to buy purses, coloring their hair, wearing makeup, the right outfit, the right name on it, and guys are like, no way. Okay, and that's what those lines remind me of, where the coaches see the talent and then they see all the stuff behind it, like no. I know you have 3,000 yards, no. I know you have a Gucci purse, no. I know you colored your hair, no. I know your coach put you in a system that made you look good, no. I know your dad's the coach, and I know your coach doesn't know what he's doing, but look at you.
Now, Division I isn't the only road to free education, of course. There's 250 other kids that'll go D2 and D3 this year, and Mark Porter has some very helpful tips for those athletes looking to play at the next level. He says most recruiting services that cost money and promise exposure do nothing more than drain your budget and annoy college coaches. The same with camps and combines that take place before June 1st. Most of them are scams to get your money. The NCAA doesn't allow testing before that date, and if college coaches aren't there, you shouldn't be either. Porter says you should be at every college camp you can get to. Those are job interviews. And finally, prepare for the ACT. Good grades go a long way. He says teams are reluctant to offer kids with a GPA lower than 3.1.